But yeah, we're back here with more Ace Attorney investigations, and I realize we're now on the third case of the game, and I clenched my butthole a little bit for that. But you know, it's fine. Whatever. We're here. We gotta get through it, or we're not gonna see what could be potentially peak fiction, or not. We'll see what happens. Get in there. Hope everything sounds okay. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. Kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransoms drop off. Oh, there's a suitcase. Now, let's see. I checked that all the money is all there, safe inside the suitcase. Now, all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place, after all. Oh, good old Gatewater, huh? Welcome to Gatewater Land. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture with me? A picture? Of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Oh, I just realized that the song that was playing there was supposed to be like a remix of the Blue Badger theme from the first Ace Attorney game. That's neat. Hello?
Who are you? You're not Ernest Amato.
It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. Oh, in that case, I can use one of my filters for that. Okay. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a prosecutor. Right, but, yeah, sorry, I accidentally clicked on the Windows. Blah. Streaming, complicated. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me.
I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium.
So this person intends to see if I'm being followed. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. Long intro this time. Fair enough. Oh shit, that's the Gavin symbol. Edgeworth speaking.
Next, come to the haunted house.
And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for?
That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend.
I suppose not. I've arrived.
Go inside.
Ooh, spooky. Like an RPG Maker horror game. Oh, what a dismal place.
That's it. Go through those doors.
Okay, can you just like decide if you're gonna like just keep giving me information or just not, because you calling back and forth like this is really starting to be fucking annoying.
My apologies. It will happen again.
Am I being watched from somewhere?
Leave the money and go. Now.
I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. Couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. That blue badger looking fellow in the back is gonna... Yep! Oh, sweet lord. Edgeworth, look out! Ugh! It was a trap! March 13th, 11:23 a.m. That guy betrayed. No, can't be. In the deal. Who is that, and what are they talking about? Split. Police! Alright. In front of... Meet up. I can't move my body. Unfortunately, this last year and a half has made me a bit too well versed in horror tropes, so I kind of knew it was coming. I fear I may faint again. Why does this blue badger have sunglasses and, like, a little facial hair ring? Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. Wait, oh, this is not a flashback conversation. He's just reminiscing, okay. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. You never grow out of kidnapping? What? Or being kidnapped? Whatever. The moment's gone. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Ugh! Oh god, who is this and what kind of voice? Because I know that was, if it's the same guy, then I put the filter on before. Was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? How dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Oh, it's woman. Okay. Hello. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? Were you putting on a voice just there?
Yeah, actually. A kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope. I'm after something much, much bigger.
Oh, she got the goofy, like, 90s anime smirk. Also, yeah, her fucking, like, hair thing is a key. That's neat. Ugh. I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine, the night of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu.
Great thief? Did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu?
Oh, my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay. Kay? Good. Glad that's settled.
I just don't want to deal with this shit right now. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes. Rope?
I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know. This rope goes through here, and there you go.
What a relief. I owe you my thanks.
Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later.
Now then, what question should I start with? Completely ignoring the payment comment. Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl.
Great thief.
You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all?
You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, huh?
That's, not the part I have a tough time believing.
I'm the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor.
In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right?
What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior.
It's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. The rare Ace Attorney side profile sprite, by the way. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? I kind of just enunciated the same thing twice. That was my bad. I should have read the whole line.
Yep. Most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief.
She even does a little nose rub. I still don't know how I feel about this character, but like, animations and aesthetics alone are already kind of getting on my good side, so we'll see how things go.
But the title has only recently succeeded to me, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu.
I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that.
But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works.
Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they?
I knew it. There's no reasoning with the prosecutor.
I'm not the problem here.
I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and one thing only that I want to steal.
Only one thing, and what would that be?
But that's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here.
Well, at least there's one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you.
So, you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor.
I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Aha! Now I remember.
How can you remember something I just told you? She sure is cheery.
All right then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here.
Bump, bump.
Sorry, I just want to let this looping door sound effect play out for a few more seconds.
Please stop. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side.
What? No way! I don't hear you. Na na na.
Kay, do you remember where you do remember where you came in from, right? Looks like that might be our only way out of this room.
Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit.
I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. Let's go. Now I can look at this ugly fucking thing. What is this?
It's like the Bad Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever.
Looks like a costume head to me.
I guess the Bad Badger's costume is at the very least a two-piece, huh?
The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? Because if we saw the body and the head at the same time, that would be too much Badger swagger at once, and we would collapse instantly, or something like that. I don't fucking know. I'm just entertaining. I'm just trying to entertain. I mean, isn't this my phone? Looks like it made it through the ordeal intact.
If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside.
Ah, but we do have a way. Right here. Up.
Ah! There was a cell phone here this whole time?
If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper. That's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta... Ah! What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to make do with me. Who is this? Shinlong Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime whether it's on a local or global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Zi says the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry if this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now and I haven't gotten any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you. Eventually. You.
What's wrong? Did you get cut off?
No, my phone ran out of power.
No way!
Doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means.
Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out.
Boink. Holding a Blue Badger photo rally?
You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family, too.
You're telling me the Blue Badger fucked?
If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize.
Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that?
You can't do that, that's cheating! There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it.
Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house.
Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park.
So those are the rules of this game. Oh, wait. I mean, yeah, chronologically it's after chapter 1, but honestly still, either way you cut it, it's very convenient that it just happened to cut off right after that conversation. Boink.
Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume.
Pink badger?
You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan with this.
What is this thing?
Think of it as a bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan.
Whatever, I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes.
Certainly looks that way. Looks like the Badger family's home.
There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty, which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. And well, maybe more like 6, considering the head is right over there, or maybe 6.5. I don't know. I don't really care about the technicalities. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force?
Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gatewater Group owns the police from all those cases they solved.
They have all the power of the state and they use it to make a theme park? Big Eggman energy.
It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster.
That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy just from the thought of such a thing. I won't rest until I've yada 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 yada. Isn't that Blue Badger I met at the main gate?
Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based... off of the very first design created by the local police chief.
I'm sorry.
You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter.
I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved.
Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now?
Maybe one of it. This is the beam I was tied to.
What's up?
I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over to and out the window if we climb this.
Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me.
Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. I'll be okay, and good luck.
Count on it. Great Thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go.
As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. It's not enough of a foothold to climb out with. Okay.
What do you mean, as I thought? That's your guinea pig, you know.
Unfortunately, anybody who works with Edgeworth becomes his guinea pig. That's just how it works. You got anything else to say to me? Oh yeah, you do. You know where the person who kidnapped me went?
Well, after they locked you up in here, it's like they went into the next room and started talking to someone.
I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here.
After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you.
I suppose that is the case, although my kidnapping seems like an afterthought compared to the 1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot.
Ooh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers are in from there.
Look at that big open hatch with a ladder in it. Is that what I think it is?
It looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome. They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves.
No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. Floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. Ooh. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area. There's nothing unusual about this area, fair enough. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this, which would mean that I can probably assume these two rooms are very similar in structure. I may have just found our ticket out. What about all these chairs? Nothing? Wow, Edgeworth. I don't know why I said wow. I don't really have a follow-up. Yo, paint.
Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape.
And what exactly do you have in mind with that?
We could paint help in really giant letters.
And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building.
Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that may not be all that great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all.
Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? Oh my god, hold on. Bap. And what have we here? Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look?
Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something.
Gee, thanks. The something is what is relevant to my interest. Alright.
Man, why'd they have to put the windows so high up anyway? How's a thief supposed to make her daring escape?
I suppose we can make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers.
That's pretty clever. You'd make a pretty good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth.
Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. No, actually, I was trying to move pages on my stream deck.
Let's see, I wonder if I can jump and grab on the top of the locker here. Man, why do they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway?
If we want to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold. I think I see the logic. No. No foothold to climb up with. This hook on this beam.
You know I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible.
I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that's here for a different purpose.
Really? Like what?
As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clear for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well, yep.
Oh, I get it.
I didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by this tarp.
All right then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath.
Ooh.
Now this is what I call a treasure. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure.
Sentai, which smells a sweet fragrance of freedom.
What are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch.
All right. This thing is locked down tight. Well, I wonder if we have a key to open this lock.
Ah, fiddlesticks.
That is the wrong... I believe you're up, Kay.
Huh? Why me?
Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to.
Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling in these moments when you're about to uncover something big.
I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now.
All right, I got the secret door open. And now... Whoop!
Ah, wait! Girl really said... Are you all right? Kay?
I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all.
Thank goodness she's all right. I about had a coronary.
There's a lot of really large machinery down here.
What about an exit? The way your sprite just popped up, great.
It's really dark and cramped down here, so I doubt there's an exit. I can't believe that happened.
You only have yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know.
No way. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable?
Looks as though it can be easily removed, but is it really safe to use?
Perhaps.
Well, I have an idea. Whether it's safe or not, who's to say, but I have an idea. I figured out how we will escape this prison, Kay.
Oh? So, how are we gonna bust out?
It seems that your reckless actions were of use after all.
Are you actually praising me?
More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder.
In the ground ladder? What about it?
This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down.
Oh, I see. If we use this...
Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Bop, 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 bop. Investigation complete.
All right, now we can get out of here.
Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Oh, we in the west. Or in a west-adjacent looking place. We're still in the theme park, of course. I mean, unless this is It's Japanifornia. Who's to say where it's from, where it's at? What the? It looks like it stopped raining for now.
Yeah, and thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier.
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's Oh god, they got the whole squad over here. Count off! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 98, 99! Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Look at these dripped out motherfuckers. What the heck do you think you're doing counting all my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being. You get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Okay. It's a good thing that he took those glasses off, because, like, for a split second, my mind thought, why is he wearing 2 eye patches? Shifu! Shifu! You are Agent Lang, I take it. You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Lang Z says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Gina. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. Y'all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life, got it? Ah, that's right. Franziska did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zangfar. Apparently this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or 2 about you. You solved the murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. A cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. I'm simply built different like that, you know? I would have solved the entire case, and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Acme Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me. And now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Franziska and a 3rd person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. Let me take a sippy. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings. Why don't you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare to mock the court? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Use the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor. I wash and dry this coat every day. Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? All right, men. Good job in the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed! Sir! Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble. Understand? Wait! His sidekick didn't say anything once.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's been a while since I
last met someone so disagreeable. Why, of all places, did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that. I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Hey, buddy. Great job, Detective.
Sir!
For losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sheesh.
Sir!
I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
But the case isn't lost yet, sir! I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be!
Shall I prepare the 21 gun salute now or later? Boink. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup?
Of course, sir! I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand.
Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead and with an army of his own agents?
That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir.
Agent Lang definitely has an agenda. The question is, what was he cooking? Or what is he after?
Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Who is that? That girl over there.
I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday.
Or is it? No, I really can't think of any other way to pronounce that. It's gotta be Kay Faraday. Unless it's Kay Faraday. But that doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna go with Faraday.
What?
Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me, it's been like that since forever.
Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role.
How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, making sure she serves out her sentence. I can't be outclassed by this Maya Fey wannabe.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet.
No way. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl.
Rip Gumshoe. Oh, can we talk to you? Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. I suppose they'll have to deal with this impasse for now. Excuse me. No, okay, it's the same. Point.
Man, I can't call me do any stealing with all of that detective around.
So it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity.
It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing.
Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. Her theme is a bop, though.
So, what are you going to do with about your investigation into the kidnapping?
Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated.
Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go.
You're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation.
You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any ordinary great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said before, the Yatagarasu is after one and only thing. Only one thing. Oh my god, I'm messing out. Oh my. Am I in the right headspace? Am I in the right headspace for visual novel stuff today? Okay, Perry, you just mash some sound effects. That usually gets your head back in the right area.
Fuck!
Okay. Why did it? There we go. Boink. What is this one and only one thing you're after?
The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing. And that is the truth.
I see. It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and make public evidence of corruption. Is there supposed to be a comma there? I feel like there isn't supposed to be. The Yatagarasu like to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was cooking stealing! That was just instinct at that point. I don't know what happened. What's the truth? Could this child really be a successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be. Can it? Lance! Lance, where are you, son? What's the Yatagarasu cooking for real? Oh, that's the old man from before. From the image. That old man again, of all places. Mr. Amano? Oh, Miles, my boy, I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you've returned. For you, Mr. Amano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office. I had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. His earlobes are so fucking long, yeah. He's just built different, I don't know what to say. No, think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. So, who's the old man? He is the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry that your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. Hold on there. Then what happened to all that money? I believe the $1 million has been stolen and that the culprits are now on the run. What?
Poor old man. Would you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth?
Forgive me, Mr. Amano. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. It was yesterday. A call came to the house. The receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. Cucumbers. Yeesh. You don't understand, he hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. He definitely should have recorded that conversation. But not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well then. Lance is my one and only son. He turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age. Kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Mr. Romano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave? What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? Possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. Even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I better keep in mind. Oh, no, okay. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by, twiddling our thumbs.
I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin.
Mr. Romano, it was my fault the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy.
All right, well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating.
If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it.
Bap, 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 bap.
So what should we examine first?
Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here until only very recently, which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped.
Okay, let's get looking.
Hey, you there!
Who, me?
What are you doing goofing around in a place like this?
I wasn't goofing off. I was just about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation.
You imbecile! All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command.
No way! I'm not working for Wolf Boy. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something?
I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go.
No!
Well, if I got just a job for someone of your talents. Damn, separated from Gumshoe, this really is the third case syndrome, huh?
Well, that was exciting.
Okay.
What? Can you tell him I'm ready to get down to some detective work?
You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you.
No Gumshoe?
Oh, come on. I finally get to be your assistant and you try and ditch me?
I don't recall offering you the position.
Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back.
Huh, you're the only one asserting that.
Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's Yatagarasu way.
You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about.
Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead, do your little investigation thing. But the talented Assistant K is going to tag along no matter what you say.
Hey, yo, Bars?
Yeah, I know, I've been working on that.
Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. Alright. Excuse me, but if you can just... Okay, it's the same.
Agent Lang's orders. I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now.
Pipe!
Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here.
I remember hearing the rain fall out here while I was being held in there.
Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground's already pretty much dried up.
I should be thankful. I left us with some nice footprint samples.
You know what? I bet if we follow them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes.
I don't think it'll be that easy.
Why not?
Look carefully, there are quite a few different sets here. We don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers.
Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing.
Damn. Well, let's look around a little more. Eh! Hi, buddy. This goofy fuck.
Hey, it's the Blue Badger! badger, get!
I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. Yeah. He's doing that contorted, wriggling dance again.
Aha!
Fuck. As soon as Rubbish said it, I was like, wait. And then it was like, oh. Hi, Meekins.
Ah, you've uncovered my undercover identity, sir. I was to remain under that head, sir.
Aren't you Officer Meekins?
Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir.
This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches.
Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth?
I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Officer Meekins, why are you just standing here wasting time?
Sir! Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at being a detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy on anyone.
It would seem that some people never change. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit?
Sir! That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. It's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir.
I see. Hasten Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics.
To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir, it's such an honor.
Will you find anything around here, or are you just... How long have you been standing here, officer?
Sir! For about 1 little hour, sir.
That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious.
And I've been here ever since, sir.
If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping.
However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir.
I haven't asked you anything yet, officer.
No, but I know you will, sir.
He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements.
Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it too. I patrolled the park, all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir, a lone blue badger.
What you said just now is contradictory to the facts.
How so, Mr. Edgeworth?
This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts. There's only one of each badger in the... Take that! Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement.
Sir, of course, sir, if that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I'm commanded to wait.
You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you were the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering the premises.
What, sir? Then that would mean that there are 2 blue badgers walking around. But why?
Second blue badger shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is...
Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? Person wear a costume to get away. Bing.
I mean, I was basically thinking the same thing. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are...
Blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger.
Yes, those three. Especially since that opening part showed the blue badger, like, springing to life and going... Bleh.
So there are 3 phony badgers running around the park somewhere, huh?
Can we connect these, or is this, like, too much right now? Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning.
Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right?
Yes, more than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers.
Okay, Mr. Redgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting.
Okay, so do we look at the footprints again, or?
So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here.
They both do look like possible candidates.
This set is walking off to the west. Ah, it just stopped. I can't make heads or tails of where it's heading from here.
I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium.
I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east.
East.
Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got him! I got one of the culprits! Ah, no, I'm not a kidnapper, sir! Please stop shadowboxing me!
Down, Kay. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume.
Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something.
That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, you can step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage.
Sir! Roger Wilco, sir!
Alright, let's open this shutter and see what we can find.
Maybe we'll find a kidnappers hiding inside. Ah!
What in the... We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver. Mr. Amano, are you saying this man is...
Yes, he's my butler.
How could something like this have happened? Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Langer's men return. Kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage, and right to a dead body. It's possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim?
Maybe.
Who's to say? My cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound.
You sure are calm for someone who just found the body.
It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. He's kind of dripped out, though. I won't lie. Like this pendant? Damn. Snazzy. This is an unusually shaped pendant.
What is it? Is it something valuable?
She seems to have regained some of her composure.
Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it. It's really pretty. Hold on, this is made of platinum silver. Nice, it is worth something after all. Oh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name.
Yes, but if you flip it backwards, it says Ear of Ed Nickel. I'm sorry, Ear of Ed Neelock. Now, I don't know who Ed Neelock is, but apparently his ear is very important in this crime.
Edgeworth, I think you're trying too hard.
You're right. I am. Colin Deveray. This man's name is... Oh, there's 2 places where there is blood. As long as that Interpol agent has control of the case, I'm not gonna be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see if I can piece together myself. 2 gunshot wounds. One in his abdomen and one in his shoulder.
So that means he was shot twice.
No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and one near his shoulder is the exit wound.
Really? Nice, I knew you could figure it out.
Comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. Okay. Anything else? His hands in like a fist, but that doesn't seem to be anything of note. So, yappa. Oh yeah, I can deduce things, I forgot. Bonk. This spot somehow connects to any of the evidence I hold. I mean, I guess if we want to go by the name thing we were pointing out earlier, this is probably the way to do it. Something not right about the name on this pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray.
I wonder what's up with that.
I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Oh, investigation complete. And I didn't even have a point where I could say how stupid that vehicle on the side of him looked. Who is this? Lance! Lance! Where are you, sweetie? Excuse me, but you are? What the... Huh?
Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with...
Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh?
Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance?
Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Paups.
His girlfriend? Why'd she have a big ring pop?
Oh, it's not like that. We're like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. Well, we haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance.
You know what she reminds me of? Cartoon character.
Why don't I have a big ring pop? That's a good question. It's been a while since I've even, like, seen one of those in stores. Let alone had one, yeah. May I inquire as to why you're here?
I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here.
Wow, you're really strong for making it through all this by yourself.
Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped?
No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true.
Oh, Lance! I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now.
Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here?
Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Oh, hold it! My men brought me up to speed over the radio, and I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Who? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us.
What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir!
Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Ha! I'll leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job after all. Like I said earlier, crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning.
But that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. That's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. That's tyranny! Won't allow such a thing to go unchecked before my eyes. Too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I've sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. But you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? You, how dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it! You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Like he says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. All right, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. All right, sure thing, buddy boy. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carried off in my time. I can say it was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins. Isn't that right? That is your reasoning. Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment.
What's this philosophy of entertainment?
Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girly. In my country, the criminals have a saying. Beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, lang means wolf. And you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi. You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. But there she goes. Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zangfa police still trains his recruits using his philosophies.
But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale.
Anything wears down and breaks over time. You really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to a test? I mean, why not, you know? I've seen a lot of bodies, yada yada yada. I can say it was shot in a single glance. But yeah, you know that too. Your current gun laws, yada yada. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right?
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. Didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. Power of sheer numbers. You have yet to check Mr. Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you, show me your gun.
Oh!
What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden?
Gun!
What'd you say? I can't quite hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Sir! Sir! I lost my gun, sir!
How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside the garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Len? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Officer Meekins ambushed the victim in this garage and killed him here with his gun. Okay, but if that's the case,
There's like barely any blood around him, only on the wounds, and it's not really puddled anywhere. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself, and while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Yeah! So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was, your men who led to think you it was, I fucked that line up so badly. Oh my god, did I suggest you leave that case to the local police to set the record straight? Yeah. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Hey you! Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here?
I...
Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk!
But sir, I really did take a walk, sir!
You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly? Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something?
Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir! Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir!
Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened.
Sir! Not you too!
Alright.
It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went in looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role, selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
What is this Blue Badger Mobile?
It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So the Blue Badger Mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop?
Okay.
Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant.
Seems rather worked up. Even more than his usual hyperactive self.
He sure seems sure of what he's saying.
You try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer.
Sir! Roger, sir!
It's true, I wasn't assigned to this area. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile. Mobile shop on 3 wheels was parked inside the Wild Wild West area garage. Wait, depending on the time frame when he parked the thing. Yeah, wait, hold on. Objection! Wouldn't he have seen the... That's probably not what I'm supposed to do with that, but I'm just thinking. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such transparent lies.
Sir! I'm lying, sir?
Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger Mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? Yeah, I mean, it's about the same thing.
Ah! Actually, I had just lost track, sir.
Lost track of what?
By the time I realized that the Blue Badger Mobile was nowhere to be found, sir.
Which would mean it was perhaps stolen?
And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
A likely story. Who do you think is gonna buy such a convenient tale as that? What exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen is completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used alright. To move the dead body!
What?
You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the Blue Badger Mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me.
But it wasn't me, sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir!
Agent Lang, wait! What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, truth, smooth, I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon. Thank you, Bumbo. Also, welcome, Bumbo. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body of the autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way. You interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. Ugh. I'm afraid the only one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Sheesh. Well, he sure is a character. All right, let's save. Boink. Gatewater Land main gate. Chased out like a pair of peasants.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Kay?
there's something even thieves should never steal. You know what that is?
You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal?
A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever.
That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands, when I apprehend the murderer myself.
Alright, and I'm gonna work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go.
I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, buddy. Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium! Hurry, sir! It's supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You! What did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? The jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth! And I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir!
Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves.
It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. I like how, because her name is Kay, half of the time when Edgeworth like says her name, his sentences can be interpreted as like some sort of like, it's not all fun and games, Kay. Like that, like some kind of fucking like, some kind of like slang. Murder is bad, Kay. Alright. I thought there was a witness here.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Oh, shit. Hi, Emma.
Mr. Edgeworth, long time no see.
You are Miss Emma Skye, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics.
I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course I do. How have you been? You have to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad?
You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes, scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit.
I see. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years.
Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you.
I gave the two Maya likes the same voice, so now that I have them interacting, it's like Maya to Maya communication, but neither of them are Maya. Oh, I really need to think these things through or get a better vocal range.
I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Keith Faraday. And I've been trained to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief?
Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on.
You bet we do.
Point. So, why are you here, Emma?
Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I had really wanted to welcome you back to the airport, but I had just missed you.
And how exactly did you know I was here?
Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I used these to track your footprints, and I followed them straight to you. This says it's the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints lap like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. Almost like magic, scientifically speaking.
Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed.
What are you talking about?
Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about?
Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me.
Yeah, that's a little, It would be one thing if it was fingerprints, but... Yeah, obsessive?
Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said.
What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking.
So let me guess, there's been a murder, right?
Yes, unfortunately. A sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? Let's look around a bit more. I assume this is another Badgermobile?
Yeah, but it's a different color than the Blue Badger's car.
Yeah, this is the retina-searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? Pink!
Oh hey, it's the Pink Badger! Badger, get!
Badger, 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 badger. Just what does she see in these silly things?
I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance. Okay. There she is!
I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore.
You're... No!
Why her? Why here? What now?
I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief.
Oh, Angie Poo, why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character, but you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of all that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just going to be direct.
I had a bad feeling before, but this just might have made it official. Today's gone beyond the typical not my day to the realm of waking nightmare.
So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Mrs. Pink Badger?
You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie.
She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman.
My name is Wendy, old bag, but you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy.
Nice to meet you, Miss Old Bat. I'm Kay Faraday.
What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you?
Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite.
Oh, I'd say long time no see, but honestly, it's too soon. If they bring her back in Ace Attorney 7, I won't be ready. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met?
I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to film when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. If I get the chance to see you again, here you are talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter. I just the other day had one of you got in a nursery, you got into a arranged marriage, 16 year old. It's easy to know that they say the person takes 2 years to ripen that girl.
You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Also, what the fuck was she talking about? Who was marrying a 16-year-old girl? That seems a bit questionable.
Kate, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further.
Aren't you forgetting something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness.
Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today.
I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that?
So it's true! She is the witness!
I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag.
Yes, it was just a little while ago. Saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder.
You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me.
Why is she giving me the side eye like that? Ugh. I know why.
I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men face each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
You know, I'm starting to think I should have gone with the Charlie's grandma voice because the Mike Wazowski, the fucking Roz voice from Monsters Inc. is already grating on me. Oh, Lord. I'm committing, though. I'm committing.
Looks like we hit this jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately.
What's that unfortunately you tacked on the end supposed to mean, Edgy Poo?
Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady.
I assume I just have to press. That's usually what happens with Wendy. They like to give us as much information as we can get. You took a break from being the Pink Badger?
You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. So sweat your hips creak with pain, even begin to dream about work.
That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know.
Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I'm playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids.
So, what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting?
Oh, yes, that. Well,
As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other. You saw men? Can you describe them for me?
they looked like your average Joes. Completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring I don't even remember much beyond that.
But did they have any special features? Anything you recall would be very helpful.
Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men.
Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous.
It's alright, Edgy Poo. Those two were just fools compared to a stallion like you.
Do I need to just pull out? Do I just need to pull out the face until we're done with Wendy? No, I'll switch back and forth depending on what she says.
I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them.
Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell on the ground. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place.
Absolutely. The gun made a terrible racket when it was fired.
You didn't try to go help the person that got shot?
I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? I took off as soon as I could find someone who could help.
2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony.
Well, I saw the guy. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory?
Self-centered, aren't we?
While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes?
so about this new problem,
What's the giant grin on your face for?
want me to show you something really nice?
No, thank you.
Don't be so mean, I swear it's something you're going to like.
What is that gadget you're holding?
Well, you see, before you is a secret weapon of a great thief.
I should have known it would be worthless.
Don't be like that. What do you think now?
What is it doing? It's projecting something in the air.
I'm gonna input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when another bird takes wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a modern-day Robin Hood, or something like that. We in the cyberspace now. Where's the breakcore music?
What is this?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I input into the Little Thief.
Little thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a little too far.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I use it like this... Let's see, this old bag said the 2 men were facing each other. A gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground.
Ah, so with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? So what do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days.
Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu.
Indeed.
Oh, but if there isn't enough information or something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's...
In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony.
You got it! You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right now, this simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. If I find anything illogical or strange, I can ask them for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I got a little thief with me, so just let me know, okay?
Okay. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right.
But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
Huh? What? Where?
If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Which piece of evidence shows the missing item? Can I look at... I can't look at the fucking image a little. Blood, I guess? I don't know if the blood shows up in the simulation or not. This is the contradiction.
Is something wrong with my recreation?
If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. You think back, how do we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one?
Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right?
Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony.
Edgy Poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down.
You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth.
be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Alright, hold on. Only can't hurt Princess the body was still. Maybe that's why there's no blood? If the victim was in a costume? That's a hypothetical, of course, but I'm just thinking. Is it not possible the victim was wearing a costume?
So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers?
I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes,
Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground.
Precisely. Now, if only we can prove the victim was wearing a costume.
You think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around.
Footprints? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Emma! Come here.
This is amazing! Just feel the power of science.
Yeah, science, that's nice, but how about we have science do something for me? About that method you were talking about for finding footprints.
Finally, my expert knowledge of forensics is needed.
Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Hey, Ollie. You missed Wendy, by the way.
Leave it to me! My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything! Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. I don't know why Hana is asking. She's not even fucking here. At least not in my chat list. Hey, I found something! Look, right there! No, Ollie, it's just that I was doing the voice of Roz from Monsters Inc. for Wendy, and now going from that to Charlie's grandma is like a 1-2 punch on my vocal cords. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. What you do? You were busy with Pokemon! These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, these seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Oh my god. In that case, I'll update Little Thief simulation parameters. Can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. I'm going to do something drastic. Oh my fucking god. Reminds me of when my husband was shot in the head and I said, damn, the exact moment I knew I was going to hell. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? I see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. Maybe closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. So, does this mean that Miss Oldback's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldbag to put into the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony.
I'm going to fucking... I'm just gonna take a sip of water, Jesus. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other. How did you know they were men? They were in the... One of them was in the costume. At least. Two men? How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Ow! Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony.
Oh my God.
I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all.
But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier.
The second tier? What, like a Twitch sub?
Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier?
That was, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense.
I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense.
The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs. Which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap.
I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up.
Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there?
Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow.
Ah. Okay.
My eyesight isn't what it used to be, dearie. Not like when I was young. I could spot a good man from 100 paces. Of course, they also noticed me in a flash and tried to make their move. But easy, I was a careful girl with a judgmental sense of...
Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay?
You got it.
Back in the Mountain Dew cyber dimension. Let's go. Do we have enough logic to connect? Let me double check. We do not. Okay, I just wanted to check. My nose is very itchy. Ugh. Looks like they broke the stage down.
I guess this means they're done for the day.
Or maybe it's because a different show was scheduled to start its run tomorrow. If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down.
You want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief?
Yes, if you please.
Okay. Wow. Oh my God.
He's clipping through the damn stage. There's clearly
A contradiction here.
Please stop stealing my lines.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard to see it coming. Even for a layman like me.
I suppose. In any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very real stage set up at this spot at that time.
Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything?
Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation.
Is it obvious the killer was on top of the stage naturally? Right, Miss Oldback?
Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage.
See? Now let me update the info in the simulation.
Boink. There we go. Well, well, well. What have we here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium. Ah, I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy can recreate a crime scene like that?
Well, Thief is not a toy.
You two! Sir! There it is, the funny Gavin set. And there you have it. You see, big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what, do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course, even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given his situation with his gun.
Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark.
You see? Thank you for your understanding, my little crow girl.
I'm not some common crow. I'm the Yatakarasu, the Raven of Legend.
Unfortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Alright, yeah, kill him. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage, and when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. So you agree with how our recreation turned out? Like I said, I'm grateful you were able to save me some time. Alright, but we still don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage. Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on a Badger stage show of his own? Or maybe there's a completely different reason? What does it matter? Still doesn't change the fact that Officer Meekins stood up on that stage and shot the victim on the ground below. Is that, wait, does that track if it went in from, no, it does not, if it went from the abdomen to the shoulder. I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all. What's that supposed to mean? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible.
Huh? Why not?
Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located.
Actually, I didn't get that good of a look.
Oh, well then, the bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim.
Then,
yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above.
a clear contradiction.
You are discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. Ooh, fucking kill him, dude. Wait, no, I didn't mean it literally. If this is what happened, and it also explained the positioning of the gunshot wounds.
But then, what about the footprints?
Since footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume.
Okay, I'll try using that data instead.
Fun fact, murder is a crime and it's scary. So true. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Sure, let's go. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks that are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. Oh, but I myself in trouble with this. Shoot anyway. Go ahead. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue Badgermobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. If someone redeems it on Thursday, do I have to do it too? You know, Ollie? You really did open yourself up to trouble, because I would not have fucking considered that if you didn't say anything. I'm going to say yes now. We both have to do it. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. The 3 tired tread marks are very telling. However, is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Also, yes, you're allowed to do it, obviously. That goes without saying, considering how I was talking. 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. You have to choose the perfect moment for Charlie's Grandma during the Game Awards. I mean, considering I have a good chunk of, like, people who, you know, visit the stream often and have a scary amount of points stacked up. I know Hana has them in, like, the 100,000s. I don't doubt somebody will, you know. We're gonna see some sick Resident Evil 4 gameplay, and I'll only be able to pop off in the Charlie's Grandma voice. Actually, I don't even know if Resident Evil 4 is gonna be there, but I'm just using that as an example, because I don't know what sick stuff they're gonna be showing there. If any sick stuff. They're just gonna show like 50 space shooters again. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why is that? Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekins' blue Badgermobile. One look at the car would have told you so. What proves that the blue Badgermobile had never been to this stadium? Well, I mean, the tires are pretty clean. Take a good look at that tire. Take a closer look at that. Grandma's like, oh, is this another look at Planet of Anal? Has Planet of Lana actually even come out yet? It's on my wish list. I should probably know. Does it even have a release date? Nope. Q2 2023. So there is a chance we'll see it again, and it will be. And I am planning on mirroring the footage again, in case there's like a movie trailer or something in there as well, because I know. Because I've seen people get claimed for that shit without alterations. This car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks. And the lack of mud on these tires stands out as a very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius?
Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Old Bag's pink Badgermobile?
Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats.
Indeed, I believe it can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more roving store, as I recall.
Oh, you mean the Proto Badger?
What? He really does just fucking look like the default Twitch smile emote. That's right, there was one more parking space inside that garage. It proves the existence of a Proto Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto Badgermobile post haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. H.
Hey, did you hear something?
Help me. Oh my god, he's fucking dead.
Are you alright?
Well, this is something. Looks like we found a kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers. He's in the room next to the one I was held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. Kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. Kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see the faces. Two. One was a woman. A woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I'm gonna let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Now you're gonna get out of my crime scene or I'm gonna have to get rough. Again?
You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily.
Don't count on me to testify, because I won't. Not for you.
That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper?
Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not gonna rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Do you cooperate?
Fair maidens? My, you little rascal, you sure know the way into a woman's heart.
Like Z says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and the lady is young forever.
Try to outdo my edgy poo with your fancy smancy sayings. Let's get this over with. So we're clear, I'm only interested in giving you my statement.
Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Shit. Alright, we can keep going a little bit. My voice is feeling a little rough though, so maybe I shouldn't go too much longer. The double damage of Wendy Oldbag and Charlie's grandma has basically rendered me unable to do the typical 3 hours. So I may end up stopping like someplace in the middle of this part.
Looks like we got the boot again.
With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder.
You mean the infighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Miles, my boy. Tell me it's true. Tell me that you really found my boy. Yes, Mr. Amano, we found him earlier in the stadium.
Then my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him. Locked up like a...
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. it was nothing.
I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him.
This voice is just like the complete wrong type of like tone I should be giving this character, but
A letter?
I'm going with it because you know what? Why not?
Ah, the way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself.
Isn't this a breach of confidentiality?
Very simple love letter.
Oh, hey, let me see. That's really weird. Beloved Viola, from a loan company, Tender Lender.
There's another reference. If I'm remembering correctly, Viola was like one of the bright spots in that case that sure existed, so could have been worse. They could have brought up the tomato nose guy.
He loves me not. He loves me not. The 12th one. You can't give up, Lauren, just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose if me, then
I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
yes, I am, but it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. It's so wonderful.
You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring? Yeah, it's a ring pop.
So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano. And so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano Group. What did he do?
I heard that his job was to fly around the world on Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company.
You had me there for a second.
And now it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore.
Oh, I see.
About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him if we were ever to meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren, but I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live!
About this incident.
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and done with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incidents.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because of, my woman's tuition.
You based everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny.
Ah, she started fantasizing again. So, what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We already established that there's a good chance the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. The isolation room, the crime scene, the kidnapper's hideout. Probably the kidnapper's hideout. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout.
We're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there is no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. Oh, is that a dog over there? I didn't even notice. Got that dog in him.
Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals!
I think the kidnappers would have better sense to try hiding in these.
Oh, come on, lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals will be hiding here, right in front of two officers.
I certainly hope not. But What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir, roger, sir. That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you to not allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but, Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. I couldn't refuse a request from him. He's just so scrunkly.
Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What is this? Man, this picture, isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? Not anymore. Oh, it's an anagram. I just fucking got that. I was so trying too hard with my Ear of Ed Nillick thing that I didn't even realize that it was a anagram of Oliver Deacon. Whereabouts unknown after his escape from Pennydent Prison. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his... I can't read the rest, it's covered up by a text. Wife and daughter are, but
the name here says Colin Deveray.
our surveillance, he has yet to show up. It's the same name as the one on the back of the pendant. It appears that Colin Deveray was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in the case and sent to prison.
What? Then, what was he doing here?
Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover the fact that he was an escaped felon.
Nah, I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Some sort of link between the victim's past and the current case. These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout. Actually, I changed my mind. Let me read these first. I cannot read. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Oh, it's just the thing. Why would you say it was thorough if... Whatever.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, think later.
More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you can please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but, since then the door's been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Care to explain in a bit more detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. Well, they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed.
Well, you were tied up for a while in the room next door.
Okay, please, must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity. The door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. Okay. Handle's fucked up.
That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, there's not a single dent.
How's that possible after what that officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? What's this over here?
Looks like a sword. Broken sword.
Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright then, let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it. Wait. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. Okay. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. Okay. Hey, what about this garbage bin? It's supposed to be where they dispose of old and worn out costumes.
That's so sad.
We'll see if they throw these costumes away in pieces.
Man, poor Blue Badger. Alexa, play the fucking Among Us sound effects.
I don't have any actual fucking music on this soundboard. Fucking hell. I didn't think the joke through. Anyway. This is so sad. Alexa, play the Among Us sound effects. Jesus Christ. Get that in the quote pod. Alexa, play Vine Boom. Alright, let's look around. Yeah, it wasn't the one I was thinking, but that's good too. Cheap styrofoam cups.
Looks like only 3 cups were used.
Chairs. Folding chairs, by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers. Alright. now it's an equal opportunity chance for which one you'll get. Was it not locked? I mean, it's a similar shade to the door, but I don't know if that confirms anything. Although, considering it's broken in such a weird fucking way, maybe it was used to, like, pry the door open or jam it or something. I don't know. It's a bit strange that the place had to force their way into an unlocked room. Oh yeah, one look at the pristine door lock and anyone can see that it was not in use at the time.
But the policeman outside said they took 10 men to get it open.
The door that was locked tight despite not being locked at all. It could only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed?
So that's how the sword broke.
Yeah, I guess. I thought I was like full of shit, but no, okay. Anyway, there were 3 chairs, there were 3 cups, there were 3 people in this room. Bada bing, bada boom. That one's easy. The common denominator between the cups and the folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, the number of missing costumes is also 3.
Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see? I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Yep.
Ah!
What is it?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct?
What are you doing suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that?
This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties. Look, why don't you get out of there first and then we'll talk, okay? I beg your pardon, miss. Proto Badger, get. All right, only 1 more to go.
What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh. See, look, now all I have to do is get a picture of the Bad Badger and I'm done.
Ah, yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of that sort.
Well, I'm out of here. What? It's gone! But where'd it go?
Huh? What happened? What's wrong?
A Bad Badger costume is missing, sir. Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnappers stole it. I heard about how they were stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costumes had been taken.
What? Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto Badger, please, tell me a little more about these costumes you use. Let's talk.
What did you mean by a Bad Badger costume is missing?
Why, just what I said, sir. We are one Bad Badger short.
The 3 annoying witnesses done the one outfit.
Kind of spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all time. Okay, so because one of them is walking around the park,
The other should be in that room.
actually, both of them should be in that room. Huh? What do you mean? Normally, we don't use the Bad Badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time during each day. It's the stage show where the Bad Badger wreaks havoc around the park, and the other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir.
I'm speechless that such a show exists.
Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use that costume.
I just fucking... You know, Ollie, I think I know why this voice... I think I know you like this voice so much. I just realized.
Does that make it near impossible to take a picture of the Bad Badger? Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to the show's time and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir?
Well, this basically means that the kidnappers stole 4 costumes in total. Why is that?
You gotta listen to the voice and then you gotta pitch it down a little bit.
And it's just the fucking his balls voice again. I can only do 3 fucking voices. I'm going to fucking die.
Did you say that there are 4 kidnappers?
Felt a little more nasally than me.
That's fair.
No, I don't think that's very likely.
I'm my own worst critic, honestly.
Oh? Like Sonic with a cold.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I hear it too. Recall the costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
What proves that the 4th kidnapper does not exist? Take that! If you had 4 people and you wanted to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go with the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yet the kidnappers decided to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is why?
Let me take another drink of water.
Second bad badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
What do you mean?
A costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants?
Hey, you're right. Let's get out of there and take a look.
As I suspected, it's a bad badger costume.
Well, minus the head.
So no head? Alright, let's look at this bad boy.
Look, its hand is hurt.
It looks like something was ripped off of it. I didn't even click the Blue Badger Bible. Yeah, its gun was ripped off. If it is attached like that, worth a shot. I believe what we have here is an inconsistency.
Between what?
Look carefully. Did you read your Bible, Miss Faraday? Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be.
Oh, the gun!
Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in his right hand. However... You there! Did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand?
No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume.
As I thought, the rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks.
Clearly a Sonic ripoff. We need to use them for the stage show. Seems our kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costume friend. Actually, yeah, you might be onto something. It's even got like the, it's even got the stomach blotch, huh? Look. I think we're about done with this room.
So, what's next?
Well, we found a few answers, but there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay. Let's go, Kay. Bonk.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir! You gotta hurry, sir. Come on.
What is it, detective?
They found a blue pageant costume down in front of the main gate, sir.
What?
Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing?
Bingo! That's why you gotta come to the main gate with me right now. If we hurry, we still might be able to get there before Wolf Boy does, sir.
All right, let us make haste to the main gate. Oh, and there we go. You know, I was hoping it would be a short part, and there we go. Whew. You know, I could probably, if my voice wasn't like so shot, I could probably do this whole case in one go, but I think for now I am gonna cut it. So once again, thank you for coming, thank you for staying, thank you for watching the show. I will be back sometime next week with more of this game because I have a lot of stuff to do this week. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.